though we will have to wait a little while longer for the eagerly anticipated threequel. Deadpool 3 has officially finished production in preparation for its summer release in theaters. Marvel announced in November 2023 that Deadpool 3 will now launch in July 2024 as opposed to May 2024. Now that it's the only MCU film out this year, it's in an odd situation. Even if there were other Marvel films coming out, there would still be so much to look forward to that it would likely be the biggest release of the year. Not only does the possibility of Deadpool returning to the MCU excite us, but we also know that Hugh Jackman will reprise his role as Wolverine in the third film. Of course, Reynolds and Jackman have been enjoying themselves immensely, teasing each other about the official title of the threequel. Here is all the information you need to know about Deadpool 3 as filming draws to a close. There are several additional returning cast members as well. Deadpool 3 release date. When will Deadpool 3 be released? As previously stated, Deadpool 3 will now be released in theaters on July 26, 2024, a little later than its initial May 3, 2024 release date. Deadpool 3 was first slated to open in theaters on September 6, 2024. However, it was subsequently rescheduled for November 8, 2024, and then abruptly advanced 6 months earlier before being postponed to its present date. Hopefully, as of January 24, 2024, when filming concluded, that date won't alter. Naturally, Ryan Reynolds celebrated the event by posting a photo of his crotch, while Hugh Jackman posted a video of himself having a haircut. The film was first shot in May through July of 2023, but it was halted due to the Hollywood writers and actors strikes. Deadpool 3 cast. Who's going to be in Deadpool 3? Naturally, Ryan Reynolds would return as Wade Wilson, better known by his stage as Deadpool, and he has some very important company. Hugh Jackman will play Wolverine in his MCU debut, as was previously mentioned. Although the specific canonical workings are still unknown, we anticipate some multiversal antics. Back in December 2022, Jackman explained, "All because of this device they have in the Marvel world of moving around timelines now, we can go back because it's science. And so I don't have to screw with the Logan timeline," which was important to me, and I think probably to the fans, too. Reynolds officially made his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut in a commercial featuring the character Korg from Thor: Ragnarok. He also made an appearance on the Avengers Assemble Flight Force ride on the Avengers campus. Emma Corrin has been confirmed to be the movie's main villain, which is a very exciting new development for the entire Marvel universe. Although the role they will be playing is yet unknown, we do know that they required a Marvel debrief prior to filming. In Deadpool 3, Matthew Macfadyen, star of Succession, will also make his MCU debut. Sadly, we are still in the dark as to who he will be playing. While some of the new heroes on the X-Force team didn't make it long enough, we were able to witness characters like Josh Brolin's Cable in Deadpool 2. However, Domino won't be around for the third movie, as the actress has stated. Though we still don't know much about his other X-Force colleagues Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Yukio, Russell, and Peter, we do know that Stefan Kapicic has returned as Colossus. While it's unlikely that characters like Zeitgeist and Shatterstar will make a comeback in Deadpool 3, superheroes in comic books sometimes evade death, so you never know. As long as Deadpool 2's post-credits scene is considered canon, Vanessa, Deadpool's girlfriend, is one character in the franchise who has already eluded death. In April 2023, it was confirmed that Morna Baccarin would be playing Vanessa again. Vanessa's lack of screen time in the follow-up was previously defended by Baccarin when viewers said the film was fridging Vanessa. I can understand that people felt that way, and I certainly was disappointed that I didn't have more to do, because I just loved the part so much, she stated. But in watching the film and the script, it felt like such an emotionally pivotal role in the film, and the entire arc of his character in the film is set into motion because of what happens to my character. Thanks to a tweet exchange between Reynolds and Leslie Uggams, who plays Blind Owl's roommate. We already had a good idea that Blind Owl would be making a comeback. Uggams' return was formally announced in March 2023. Karen Sony is returning for his third Deadpool film, reprising his role as Dopinder, according to the same release. If you were expecting for another MCU crossover featuring Charlie Cox as Daredevil, you should give up because Cox said he would not be appearing in Deadpool 3 in December 2023. However, he wouldn't say that, would he? However, Jennifer Garner's comeback as Elektra is coming. When questioned about her comeback in November 2023, Garner declined to corroborate the reports that surfaced in July 2023. A potential comeback as Charles Xavier has also been hinted at by Patrick Stewart, who said that it has come up without providing any further details. Taylor Swift, who has been strongly tipped to play Dazzler, is one individual who might be making an appearance. Levy is, predictably, keeping quiet about the reports. "I'm going across the board no comment because that's a double whammy," he said. "That has to do with Taylor. It also has something to do with the MCU. I'm not a moron. You will have to wait and find out. Every single one of these secrets and spoilers will be revealed on July 26th. Reynolds continued in late November 2023. Deadpool 3 plot. What will Deadpool 3 be about? Reynolds hinted that the threequel is looking to go in a completely different direction and continued, saying that often, they reboot or change a character maybe like 4 movies too late. Deadpool will be classified R, so don't worry about that, despite the statement made by the film's original director that the threequel didn't need one to be fantastic. In February 2021, Phage declared that Deadpool has established itself as an R-rated property. Reese and Wernick pledged that the film wouldn't be Disney-fied when they joined the threequel project. You know what? They're going to let Deadpool be Deadpool. It's not as though any one joke might be the one to make someone say, you know, that's too far. That might occur, but up to now, Reese has only received support, he said. It's unclear if the film will essentially be a soft relaunch or how the MCU connection would affect the series' continuity from the first two films. Does this imply that Deadpool 3 will focus more on time travel? When we last saw Negasonic Teenage Warhead, she was repairing Cable's time machine to allow Deadpool to make amends for previous wrongs, including Ryan Reynolds' unfortunate but amusing career decision. Reese's hint to the plot suggests that the third film will include Deadpool's arrival in the MCU, acknowledging that he now exists in a separate reality, and not simply reprising his MCU role. For those who are unfamiliar with the area, this is an amazing chance. The protagonist of a film is a crazy guy named Deadpool. It's as easy as dropping a crazy into a really sane planet. It's going to be a lot of fun, Reese said. Prior to the Disney-Fox merger, Reynolds had hinted on Twitter in January 2021 that the third film would feature Deadpool and Wolverine on a road trip a la Rashomon, before Jackman's involvement was officially confirmed. Will things be like this moving forward? Rashomon was centered around a number of individuals who offered varying accounts of how a samurai was killed in a forest. In this case, could Wolverine be the deceased samurai? Phage has also established a rather high standard for the film by contrasting it with previous MCU threequels. How do we elevate it in the way we've been able to with Civil War, and Infinity War and Ragnarok? He said, "It's very fun to be in the world of the Ryan Reynolds show. That Deadpool and Wolverine hate each other is about all the information we truly have about the third film. I'm just talking from my perspective, frustrated by him, wants to be a million miles away from him or wants to punch him in the head," said Jackman. "Unfortunately, he can't be a million miles away from him in this movie, so I'm probably going to punch him in the head a lot." Are there going to be any more X-Men actors in the film? Monica Rambeau awoke in the Marvel's post-credits scene to find herself in a world with Beast and Binary, also known as Maria Rambeau. Deadpool 3 might take place in this reality, but for the time being, that's just conjecture on our part. Deadpool 3 trailer. When will the Deadpool 3 trailer arrive? Unfortunately, we don't have anything to show you just yet. However, now that filming is concluded, perhaps we will get to see Deadpool 3 sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.